Hello children, my regards to all of you for this festive season. In my last video, I explained about direct proportions. In this video, I'll be doing some examples based on same. Now just a brief recap. What are direct proportions? When two varying quantities are directly proportional to each other, they are always in the same ratio. We have also studied that proportions are nothing but equivalent ratios. So for example, if we represent the two quantities we are comparing by the variables x and y, we can say that the ratio of x upon y will always be same for quantities which are directly proportional. So we'll understand this with an example. So here we have an example. A car is traveling at the average speed of 50 kilometers per hour. How much distance would it travel in 12 minutes? So here the two things which we can see are being compared is the distance and the time. They are asking us how much distance the car will travel in 12 minutes. So if you see this 50 kilometers per hour, it is not just one thing given to us. It means that the car is covering, the speed is constant here. The car is covering a distance of 50 kilometers in each hour. So in 1 hour, distance covered or distance traveled is 50 kilometers. In 2 hours, distance traveled is 100 kilometers. In 3 hours, distance traveled is 150 kilometers, and so on. So if you see here, the ratios, if we consider the distance as x and the time as y, we can say that the ratio of x to y is fixed. The ratio is fixed to constant k, or if we replace x by distance, the ratio of distance to time and y by time. This is constant and it is equal to what? The constant over here is the constant of speed. So we can see that what is x in the first case? 50. The distance traveled is 50 in 1 hour, which is equal to 100 in 2 hours, which is equal to 150 in 3 hours. If we reduce all these ratios, we can see we get 50 in each case, which is equal to the constant of speed. Here the speed is constant of 50 kilometers per hour. So we can see here that more the time, in 1 hour it is traveling 50 kilometers, in 2 hours 100, in 3 hours 150. More the time, more is the distance covered, keeping the speed constant. Less is the time, less will be the distance covered. So we can say that when the speed is constant, the distance and time are directly proportional to each other. So from this we can say that the ratio of distance to time is equal to the constant of speed, which is 50 kilometers per hour. And also if the two quantities are directly proportional to each other, the ratios of x1 to y1 will be equal to the ratio of x2 to y2. In this equation, out of the 4 things, 3 will be known to you. So you can easily find the 4th quantity using cross multiplication. So now we will come back to the question. Now coming back to our question, a car is traveling at the average speed of 50 kilometers per hour. That is, in 1 hour it travels 50 kilometers. How much distance would it travel in 12 minutes? Now here the answer is asked in minutes. So in such questions, great care must be taken about the units. Since the answer is asked in minutes, we convert this hour also to minutes. Now it travels 50 kilometers in 1 hour, that is 60 minutes. So how much distance? Now they are asking how much distance that can be taken as x or x2. Will it cover in 12 minutes? Now since the time has reduced from 60 to 12, with the same speed, the distance covered also will reduce. More the time, more is the distance covered at a constant speed. Less the time, less is the distance covered. So the quantities are moving in the same direction. Therefore, we can say that the variation is direct. So we can write here less time, less distance covered. Variation is direct. Now when variation is direct, we know that the ratio of x to y always remains same for the two quantities. So we can say that x1 to y1 is equal to x2 to y2. In direct variation, we have equivalent ratios. So we can say x1 to y1 is equal to x2 to y2. Now we substitute the values over here. x1 is 50, y1 is 60, which is equal to x2 is not known to us, and y2 is 12. Now we can find the value of x2 by cross multiplying. Now the two values which are known will come in the numerator. So 50 into x2 is 50 into 12, and the third value 60 will come in the denominator. So 12 ones are 12 fives are 60, 5 ones are 5 tens are 50. So we get x2 as 10 kilometers. That means the distance it would travel in 12 minutes is 10 kilometers. Now here is our second question. A book of 250 pages is 1.5 centimeters thick. It has got two parts. First they are asking how thick is a book of 400 pages. Now clearly if the pages increase, 250 pages it is 1.5 centimeters thick. 400 pages obviously it will be more thick. So here if I take these two books, you can clearly see more the number of pages, more is the thickness. Less the number of pages, less is the thickness. So clearly this is a case of direct variation. Now the second part they are asking is how many pages are there in a book 2.7 centimeters thick. Now the thickness is given in the second part and we are asked to find the number of pages. So first we will do the first part. So here I have made a table where I have number of pages as x and thickness of the book as y. So when the number of pages are 250, the thickness is 1.5 centimeters. And if the number of pages have increased to 400, what is the thickness we are supposed to find? So I can take this as y2 because these values are x and y. This can be said as x1, y1, x2, y2. Now since the pages have increased from 250 to 400, I can say that more pages, more will be the thickness. So the variation is direct. Now in direct variation we know that the ratio of x to y, this ratio will be fixed and it will be equal to the others. So I can say that the ratio of x1 to y1 will be equal to ratio of x2 to y2. Now I substitute the values here. What is x1? 250. y1 is 1.5. So 250 upon 1.5 is equal to x2 is 400 upon y2. y2 I am supposed to find. So I cross multiply. Therefore y2, two values which are known to me will come in the numerator, 1.5 into 400 divided by the third value, that is 250. Now I can remove this decimal by multiplying with 10 in the denominator. So I can write this as 15 into 400 upon 250 into 10. So here this 0 gets cancelled. 5 8s are, 5 5s are, 5 1s are, 5 3s are. 2 5s are 2 4s are. So I get 3 4s are 12 divided by 5. Now if I divide this, 5 goes 2 times, carry 2, decimal, 5 goes 4 times. So 2.4 centimeters. Book of 400 pages is 2.4 centimeters thick. This value I've got as 2.4. Now the second part I have to do. How many pages are there in a book 2.7 centimeters thick? So again we know that the thickness is increased again from 1.5 to 2.7. Either you can take these two values. Now the value of y is given as 2.7 centimeters thick. You have to find the value of x3. So either you can take these four and solve it, or you can take the first two values and solve with this. So if I take the first two, x1 is, we know that more is the thickness, more will be the pages. More thickness, more pages, because the variation is direct. Therefore now I substitute. Again x1 is 250 upon 1.5, which is equal to x3 is not known to me, upon 2.7. Now to find x3, I cross multiply again. Therefore x3 is equal to, the known values I keep in the numerator, 250 into 2.7 divided by 1.5. Now here I can remove the decimal from both the numerator and the denominator. So I get 3 5s are, 3 goes 9 times. 5 1s are, 5 5s are 25 and 0. So I get 450. 50 into 9 gives 450. 450 pages. A book which is 2.7 centimeters thick will have 450 pages. Another important thing we need to know is the map ratio. So what is this map ratio? Map ratio is the ratio of the length on the map to the actual length it represents on the ground. This ratio or fraction is given in most of the maps, and sometimes it is called as the representative fraction, or it is also called as RF in short. So for example, if two villages are 6 kilometers apart and on the map the distance is represented by 6 centimeters. So what will be the map ratio? It will be 6 centimeter to 6 kilometers. Now here, to compare, we have to convert this kilometers also to centimeters. So here units have to be same. So 6 kilometers can be written as, first we convert 6 kilometers into meters. So 6 into 1000 meters is 1 kilometer. So 6 into 1000 gives 6000 meters. Now 100 centimeters equal to 1 meter. So again we multiply this 6000 with 100. And then we get the answer in centimeters. That is 6 lakhs. So here we can get 1:1 lakh. So this is the map ratio. Or I can also write this as 1/1 lakh. That means any length on the ground is 1 lakh times the length on the map. So here's another question based on the map ratio. The distance between two towns is 18 kilometers. How far apart will they be on a map of scale 1:50,000? So here there is a comparison between the actual distance and the distance on map of two towns. We are given that the actual distance between two towns is 18 kilometers. And we have to find the distance, their distance on the map. And the scale of map is 1:50,000. That is, every 1 centimeter on the map represents an actual distance of 50,000 centimeters. So first we'll convert 18 kilometers into centimeters. So 18 kilometers, in order to convert it into meters, we multiply by 1000. So we get 18,000 meters. And to further convert this into centimeters, we multiply by 100. So 18,000 into 100 centimeters. So this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is 18 lakhs. So here there's a comparison of distance on map to actual distance. Distance on map is represented by x and actual distance by the variable y. So I'm given that if distance on map is 1 centimeter, the actual distance is 50,000 centimeters. And if the actual distance is 18 lakhs centimeters, then what is the distance on map? So I'm required to find the value of x2. So if actual distance is more, the distance on map also will be more. Actual distance is less, distance on map also will be less. So it is a case of direct variation. So more actual distance more distance on map. Therefore, I can say since it is direct variation, x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2. This ratio will be equal. Therefore, 1 upon 50,000 is equal to x2 upon 180,000 and 0. So I cross multiply. Value of x2 will be 18 lakhs divided by 50,000. So 4 zeros get cut. 5 ones are 5, 3s are 15, this is 18, 5, 6 are 30. So x2 is equal to 36. That is the x2 is the distance on map, which is 36 centimeters. So I hope direct proportions was clear to all of you. In my next video, I'll be explaining about inverse proportions. Till then, take care. Have a good day. Bye.